Hello. So it's like so hot. I know I'm wearing a hoodie and you're like, well, of course you're hot. Okay. Well, anyway, and I know it's past midnight and I'm super, super tired and I've been at work all day and I've been dealing with my jobs. And remember, I have 2 full-time jobs. So, and all this stuff and whatever. But I wanted to say something really, really fast. I'm going to try to make this really short because the last video I made to post ended up being like 15 minutes long and I was like, I can't post it. So I'm condensing it right now. Okay. So this is the thing. Straightforward to the point. Okay. I have been going through a transitioning phase in my life. I have been going through this like changing, becoming self-aware, learning how to love myself as a person, learning who I am as a person, figuring out what I want in life, figuring out what I need in life, figuring out who I truly am at my core, right? So I've been doing this for the past, really doing it. Like I catapulted myself into it about 1.5 years ago. And really, truly, crazily, like in the past year. So I've been doing this. And it's hard. Because you are basically... there's a book, one of the first books I ever read when it came to this kind of thing. When it came to your brain and how it works and like all that stuff, neurology type stuff, or like how we are, how our thought processes and stuff. So the first book I ever read, it was called Psycho-Cybernetics, and it was written in the 50s, but it is an amazing book, and I love it. I love it. It was written by he was actually a plastic surgeon, but psychologist as well. I'm not really sure. But anyway, Maxwell Maltz. I don't remember. You have to look it up. But it's called Psycho-Cybernetics. It was written back in the 50s. So, and this guy is really amazing. So anyway, he goes into your id, your inner dummy, right? Which it's called your inner dummy because it's like you've been told certain things all your life, right? Since when you were like a child, you are taught certain things. It's like you're kind of, in a way, hypnotized. You're walking around hypnotized, right? So, like I said, you have to read these books. I mean, I'm not going to be able to condense 300 pages into a couple of sentences. It's just not going to work out. You're not going to understand anything that I'm saying. So you need to read them yourself or do audiobooks. We have audiobooks now. So if those of you who don't read, listen. It's great new concept, you know. So anyway, so this is what I'm saying is we have been told all these things. We have been, other people's ideas, other people's perceptions, other people's opinions, other people's, and I'm not basing this on just that book. I mean, I've read a lot of books dealing with your brain, your thought processes, how you are as a human being, you know, stuff like that, how we are as human beings and how we tend to function and how we tend to learn and how we tend to see things. So like what I'm saying is from childhood on, you are told certain things. Perceptions are thrust upon you. Certain ideas are thrust upon you from like friends, family, your people who are older than you, teachers, whatever, you know. And we don't, because we're young, we just take it at face value, right? We are like, oh, well, this person's above me. This person has authority, like some sort of authority over us, even since we were little. Like somebody who's older, oh, well, they know more than me, you know, or a teacher or a parent, you know, mother or dad or a grandparent or whoever, right? Uncles, aunts, whatever. But they might tell us stuff and then we're like, oh, well, that's true. Okay, so no. It isn't always true. So you have to sit back and you have to realize that it isn't. These things have been thrust upon you. So you have to actually look deep within yourself and figure out what truly is part of who you are and what parts of you are like parts that have been thrown on you. So that's what I've been doing. And so it's been hard. And I know, honestly, probably 5% of people actually go through this process that I'm going through right now. The other 95%, which is most of you, I'm sorry to say, are never going to go through it because you are either afraid or you just decide that you're going to be stuck in where you're stuck because you decide that it's the only way you're going to be. It's all of it, honestly, boils down to fear. So if you have that fear that you're never going to get any better, or you have a fear of losing the things you have right now, you're never going to do this in your life. And I know it's really hard. But those of us, I mean, like me, I understand that, yeah, I'll be losing some good, but I'm about to be thrust. But I'm losing this good in order to gain great. And what I mean by that is that I'm going to have a better life. I'm going to be a better person. I'm going to turn into a better version of myself. I am learning who I am, taking off all that outer, that exterior, the opinions and perceptions and all these things that have been thrust upon me by other people, by other organizations, by society, right? And I am going to be good with myself. I'm loving who I am, and I am learning who I am as a person. And it is amazing. It is so amazing. There's so much freedom in this, because all my life I have had things thrust on me and things that have been told to me, or ways of living that I was supposed to live. And it was stuff I never felt good with. And I always thought, well, it was told to me by this person, or I read it here, or I saw this here, and all this stuff. But I never felt good about it. So now that I'm looking into myself more, it is amazing. Like, I guess I've always known who I was at my core. I just always never allowed myself to let her out because of what other people always told me, or what people told me was right. And there is such thing as right and wrong, and we have morals and stuff like that, of course. But there's some things that have been put into the category of right by human beings, literally, not God. So there's just so much I can go into, and I don't want to make this a really long video, but basically I just wanted to say, get past your fears, break through your comfort zones, do some research, actually look deep into yourself and figure out who you are as a person, and figure out what has been thrown on you. Just because your family is a certain way, just because whoever told you you were this way, you don't have to be that way. Do you know how many people are out there that have actually grown up in a bad environment, have had their family be a certain way, and they're just not, that's not who they are at their core, so they come out of it? Yes. Those people, your family, your friends, the closest ones to you, are going to be against everything you're doing. They're going to tell you you're wrong. They're going to be ugly to you. You know why? Because you're leaving them behind in a way. That's how they feel. They feel like you're leaving them behind. But in truth, you're just growing as a human being, and you're becoming a better version of yourself. And some people, you have to be willing to understand, you are going to evolve past some people in your life. And it's just natural. It's going to happen. And like I said in some of my videos on my channel, you have what is that? Change is inevitable because things change. It's life. Change is inevitable. Progress is a choice. So things are going to change around you regardless. It's just going to happen. It's life. Now, for you to progress through that change, or for you to learn from that change, for you to actually grow and take the steps necessary to get higher up because of those changes, that's up to you. And don't allow fear. Don't allow other people's opinions. Don't allow other people's perceptions. Don't allow other people's ideas to get in the way of you being the person that you are, that you truly are inside. Don't let that happen, because that's where sadness, depression, stress, that's where all that creeps in. Doubt, fear, all those negative emotions, all those negative things, they creep in through that. So you need to have the courage to be who you are, and don't be apologetic about it. Now, you do have to understand, there's still laws regardless. I mean, you still need to be kind. You still need to be nice. You still need to be loving. You still need to be compassionate. You still need to have gratitude. But you shouldn't do it to the point where you are sacrificing who you are as a person. Do you get what I'm saying? I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. But this is turning out to be a really long video, and I'm probably going to make another one here in the next few days, maybe dealing with going more into other stuff. But I just felt like I needed to say this. And like I said, it's after midnight. I've been at work all day. I feel like all crazy right now, and I know I don't look the best because of that. I need to go to sleep. I need to go take me a shower and knock out, you know. But yeah, you need to just look into yourself. Strip the fear away. Strip the doubt away. Strip everybody else's opinions and perceptions and ideas that they throw on you. Move them to the side. You are you. And if you're not happy with yourself, no one's going to be happy. No one. You need to be happy with yourself. And you need to make sure that you find those people that are going to help you grow. And yeah, you got this. I got this. You have to learn to love yourself. I'm learning to love myself, because if I learn to love myself, then I'm going to find somebody who's going to love me for me. And if I'm good and I'm happy with myself and I'm happy just being alone and being with myself, that's the number one thing. I am not about to try to control anybody in my life. I'm not about to try to make things difficult, cause drama in my life. Why? I'm a peaceful, positive, amazing human being, and I know this about myself. I am positive. I am amazing. I am loving, extremely loving. I am very sacrificial, and I am empathetic. I have so many wonderful qualities about myself. Yes, there's those negative things, but those negative things don't ever stay in my life. They come and they go. They come and they go. I throw them out really quick, real quick, real quick, real quick. They might come in there. Some negative thoughts come into my head. Throw them out. They might linger for a couple of hours. That's happened, I have to admit. But I throw them out. I throw them out. I throw them out, because all the positives, that is who I am. That's who I am 24/7. That's who I am at my core, and that's who I will always be. So, and I'm going to continue to grow and to build on those positive parts of me. And I'm going to continue to add more positivity and more positive aspects of myself to myself. I'm going to keep, it isn't even that I'm building onto it. It's like I'm digging them up. They're inside of me. They're inside of all of us. So you just got to remember this and just be amazing. And don't let the fear get to you, and don't let other people get to you. You do you, and you be happy with yourself, and nothing's going to get you down. You're going to be, I'm not saying you're not going to be down sometimes, but you get what I'm saying. Anyway, I'm tired, and you can tell. So I'm going to let you go. And yeah. All right. I love you guys. And thank you for just being in my life, I guess, in some way or another. And I will talk to you guys another time. All right. Bye. Good night.